I do respect people that like to hunt also. It's a valid sport, so the idea is that they can come to Costa Rica, they
Yes.
can hunt, they would need a license to hunt. They can hunt in their neighbor's farm or their own farm, provided that they don't kill any endangered species. So the wise people would grab a list, one of those lists, and see which animals they cannot hunt.
I am not really that involved in that sport, but what I know, you need a license and that is an allowed. Obviously, there are national parks. Costa Rica, big percentage of the territory is national parks.
Right, right.
So in these places you cannot hunt at all.
Right.
And the other thing is that the other is private land, and you have to ask permission from the owner. And
of course.
So there are no like public territories where you can go hunting.
Right, right, right. So it's got to be an isolated place with the right permits in order to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Let's change the subject a little bit. Let's go to people coming here. What's the legal age here in Costa Rica?
18 years old.
18 years old.
With 18 years, you have all the rights. You vote. You get your driver license. Because it's not like the US that you have certain age for driver license and for for drinking. Here, 18 years. That's it.
So 18 years, you're considered a legal adult.
Correct.
You can have your own driver's license. You can go to any
place,
club and drink hard liquor, not just beer. At 18 years old.
Correct. That is it.
What else are you entitled at 18 years old?
No, I don't know. What else can you do with that? Voting. That's the other thing.
Right.
Right to be elected and to elect. Driving, license like getting guns, something like that.
At 18?
18 years.
Okay.
There's no other age that makes any difference, really. We're very practical on that. You're major at the 18 years and that's it.
And that's it.
And that's why some young people like to come here, party here, because they are between 18 or 21 years, so the many foreigners, they like to come here and feel like an adult for a day. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I don't know if you're going to be able to answer this. It's a good question. You know, in the United States, the banks have the FDIC, Federal Deposit Insurance. Does the FDIC cover, if you have X amount of dollars here for an American, would the FDIC cover here, or the banks in Costa Rica have their own FDIC that covers up to a certain amount in insurance?
No, we don't have something similar to that. Here basically, as I mentioned before, there are public banks and private banks. I say public banks, those that are owned by the Costa Rican state, Costa Rican government. We have 4 public banks, Banco Nacional, Banco de Costa Rica. Those are the biggest banks, those are the most solid banks, and they have the guarantee from the government, where they cannot go broke in any way.
Okay, so the bank
we don't have
never...
that insurance of up to a certain amount.
Right.
But if you have your account with a public bank, if something happens, happened once already about 20 years ago, a public bank was not properly managed and it was closed. It doesn't broke, but it was closed. The government paid everybody.
Bailed them out.
Yes, the private banks, they don't have that. Basically,
right,
you have to see what are the banks. We have major banks here like Citibank, Scotiabank, or local banks that are private banks. But all the information, financial information is available. You have to decide for yourself if you like the bank or not, how solid it is.
Right.
In that we're very, very strict. The controls, the banking authorities keep all this bank, the reporting. Everything has to be audited, so you can make a very solid decision if you want to invest with a private bank. But in general, if you just want to have like an account, just like to operate or pay expenses, things like that, I would say that any bank is okay. And in general, public banks they have more offices. It's more practical, but they have more offices all around the country.
Right.
and very good internet banking. And
So the accessibility of funds is easy.
they are competing, so they want to really start.
Right. So they're modern, they're technologically advanced with the ATM machines across the major towns in the country.
Yeah. I like also public banks because if you go to the office with all the papers they ask, you would exit the bank with the account already open. With private banks, it's like almost like getting a loan. You submit some documents and they ask for something else and they add something else, and it's a process that can take weeks.
Understood. And what about privacy laws? What are the privacy laws for a foreigner pertaining to records, bank records, etc.? How does that work?
Yes, we have a banking secrecy law, secret law, the secret information protection law, let's say. The information that the banks handle for the clients is considered privileged information that only the bank and the banking authorities can handle, but only for their own purposes. They cannot share that information with anybody, even though they are requested by any local or foreign authority, unless certain exceptions, like if there is requested by a criminal authority, for example, or for Costa Rican tax purposes, there has to be a court order to ask for that information. But it's not. But in principle, the idea is that the information is private, and there has to be something very, very severe, specific accusation for that information to be disclosed. But again, it's not something that is simply shared with other people just for them to process that information and see what they want to do. There has to be, again, a specific kind of...
So basically, right, the law protects the Privacy Act of information, unless, what you're saying, unless another government requests something, then it's different.
It's not even another government. There has to be an authority, a judge. It's not like the IRS will come and ask for it. No.
So it's a Costa Rican judge or a judge from the States?
A Costa Rica judge or a judge from the state. We have, for example, exchange information treaties with different countries, including the US. That means that Costa Rican tax authorities can share information with the US tax authorities. But that information is not the one that has to do with the banking information, because not even the Costa Rican tax authorities have that access to the information. In other words, the Costa Rican tax authorities can share information about my tax return or information that they already have, but not information that is not available to them, which is basically the banking information.
Understood. Well, that's very important to know. Fernando, we're running out of time.
Yes.
It was truly a pleasure. I thank you so much. You've been very gracious to take time out of your busy schedule to answer some of our clients and potential clients' questions. I do encourage our clients and potential clients to continue to send us questions. We are always trying to answer to the best of our ability all the questions that you have, and if we have not gotten to the questions, we will try to get to them as soon as we possibly can. I do believe that this was a great session, good meeting with good answers, good legal questions, and once again, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.